to be here.
Ohana means family. Family means nobody gets left behind or forgotten. Alright, fuck everything, let's race.
Ohana means everyone eat my dust.
Eat my goddamn dust!
Yes.
What I was thinking was just that meme of like, Ohana means bruh.
Ohana means
Damn.
bruh.
By the way, I just want to say I called it. I haven't seen the video in a while, but I could have sworn I called that this season was going to be called Ohana.
And it's
As it
called
was.
Ohana.
Look at
Right
that.
here.
It was Ohana. Which, by the way, I'm going to immediately call my shot right now. It's been confirmed that the next one's going to be about Aladdin. I am calling that it's going to be called A Whole New World. Or
Yeah.
something to that extent.
Yeah.
Watch it be called Friend Like Me.
I was thinking at first, but the fact that it has many other characters besides just Genie, I don't know.
I mean, I guess it's also a funny thing, because so far we only know that Jasmine's going to be the next new, like, she's the only one that's been confirmed so far, which leads me to wonder if it's going to be either, what's up?
I was about to say, it's funny that you say that, because at the time of us recording this, they actually confirmed a few hours ago that Aladdin was coming too.
Yep.
Well, that I didn't see, so okay, then you know what, I was actually about to question, is this really going to be an Aladdin-themed one, or are they going to focus on the Disney princesses, but, that just answered my question.
Yep, there you go. So what I'm going to do real quick after I upgrade Beast here.
Holy shit, Beast needs all the love.
I know, I haven't been using Beast all that often. I'm more of a speedster guy.
Same.
Which is fair.
So fortunately I have a butt ton of resources saved up, so let's get him up to snuff.
Spend all them traffic cones.
Spin them all!
I won't be able to get him too much farther because I only got him at 2 stars, so there we go.
Fair.
Whatever, that'll do though. I've been trying to do this one, and I have failed to get the win the race and slide on grind pipes for these 4 seconds. Let's see if I can pull it off.
This one, yeah, I remember this one being mildly tricky to obtain.
I've not done this one yet.
Genuinely, I'll say right now, I think I understand where this, I understand how this can trick me. Well, not even this. Like we were talking about this. We think they've updated the game so that now the fog challenge is not as yeah, it's not as rough like before. We could barely see ahead of ourselves. Anyway, so the problem is that I know where the grind pipe is. Excuse me. Number 2, the problem is that there's only a single grind pipe in the stage, which is that one, which I already missed, so we're gonna just pretend that didn't happen. Thank you, Trickster, who hit me at the worst time possible.
Damn tricksters!
You motherfucker!
I mean, if you don't get this one, I'd say just pick a different stage and actually
To show
show
off
off
the
one of the new
character.
characters. Because
I know.
Listen, I love the Beast. I absolutely do love him. But it's also a matter of, like, he's not the focus of the season.
I know. It was on my to-do list. Now I'm gonna be a dick and like punch everybody and not let anybody play. There you go.
Jesus.
You know what? While we are on this track, I will definitely say, jeez Louise, this is probably the most technical track we've got so far.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Some of the turns in this track are probably some of the tightest you'll ever see in the game. And if you're a heavy-set character like the Beast here, oh, you're gonna be in for a pretty rough time.
Oh, by the way, is this box supposed to be here?
Yes.
Yes.
In this challenge, yes. Normally, it's not here though. I will pick a normal race. I will pick a normal race that will put us on this track without the fog in place. Don't worry. Excuse me. So anyway, the issue that I'm coming across with this particular challenge, for anybody who needs a tip, don't use Belle if you have a really high level, because I think what's happening, excuse me, is that
She's too fast for the grails.
well, no, yeah, she's too fast. Like, she'll hit the grind rail, but specifically, you need to grind on them for at least 4 seconds. And that short rail you saw me on, that was the only rail. So if you're like Belle, you'll breeze over that thing in like less than a second. It doesn't count, and that's your only. Oh no, you don't. That's your only grind rail to do this challenge on. So I'm hoping that with the Beast, I'll be able to take. There, I think that was enough time.
That should be.
Okay, so there we go. If all works well, I just gotta win this race now, and then you all will have witnessed me actually complete this particular week's season.
Hooray!
While I clear this, I guess I'll ask, what are your guys' opinions on this season overall so far?
Relatively alright. I mean, I do appreciate the characters that we got on board, though. Like before, I really feel for the Lilo fans. because she got shortchanged so badly. I'd say even worse than Woody did in the last season.
Oh fuck, really?
Yeah, it was very hard to get the last stones I needed, and
Still,
I did not get it.
Yeah,
It is
there
still,
might
like-
be another pipe you're missing.
I'll have to look into that later. Hopefully someone will... I know.
Just to suffer.
Hopefully someone can point it out. For now, let's have fun with Stitch.
Yep, 626.
This Ohana season has given us 5 characters from Lilo and Stitch with mixed relevancy to the movie at large. You got, of course, Stitch. You got Jumba as a defender. I don't know who's filling in for his voice actor, but I mean, it's a decent
I think
impression.
forgive me if I pronounce this wrong. Pitor Michael. As far as this game goes, it's the same guy that's voicing Randall here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We got Captain Gantu. Hey, my favorite Kamek. Nice to see he's still.
You're
up to
doing
business.
great!
Doing great, sir. Just the pure range. We got Lilo.
I practiced.
Decent impressionist, because I don't know if it's is it the same actress from
It's
the
not.
show and movie?
I doubt it. She's probably gotten too old for
Yeah,
this
she's like
voice
way old.
anymore.
Then, in which case, decent impressionist. And for people who like the TV show and the subsequent spin-offs, I have not seen all of them. Angel.
Angel and her premium crew member are the only non-first movie characters to be featured. And I see you actually were able to get Ruben.
Yeah.
Yep, I got him. I got lucky in one of the boxes.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Can I just say, I don't know if this is an opinion shared by a
feel
lot.
especially
If we
motivated
did need to have a representative from the show, I kind of would have preferred it be Ruben instead of Angel.
Awaiting assignment.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the only reason why they chose Angel is because she's probably the most, aside from Ruben, the most popular of the experiments, especially overseas.
I guess.
Like, I think she's primarily there just to cater to the especially to the Japanese players.
I mean, that makes sense. Like, they're super... Stitch is super big in Japan.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely. There's a whole he got a whole anime and everything.
2 of them.
Yep. So amongst our crew members, we got freaking Mrs. Hasagawa from that one very short scene.
Oh, that's my Wattad.
Yes, I know. Of course, we got Cobra Bubbles, the ice cream guy, who I forget what his official name is.
I think he's just called the Ice Cream Man. They never gave him a proper name.
Oh yeah, look at that. Well then, moving on. Then you got David. I never knew his last name was Kawina, but now we know. Myrtle.
I'm pretty sure she's too young to be a crew member.
And Lilu isn't too young to be a driver.
That too.
But then there's Lukey. I forget who Lukey is.
He's the guy that sells the ice cream.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Because I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that my brain goes there.
Or not
The
ice
first
cream,
thing
shaved ice.
Okay, because I'm so sorry. My brain, the first time I saw this guy, the first thing I thought of, wasn't he the self-insert guy in the Powerpuff Girls reboot?
He does kind of look like him. Devil damn it.
I see it. I'm so sorry. I really do see it. Then of course we got Pudge, the weather controlling fish, a policeman, Susan Hagarty, who I honestly thought Susan Hagarty deserved to be an elite one over Mrs. Hasagawa.
Yeah.
Considering she's the one who gave them Stitch and signed him over and started the whole
Yeah.
plot. Got Kumu.
Yep.
And that's
the hula dance instructor, and
this-
so miraculously they brought in the freaking the whole duck family as Stitch's exclusive.
And it's the one crew member I don't have yet. Sorry, poor is me. I'm gonna start this up, Dave. Doug, what are your thoughts on the Stitch season?
It's not bad, honestly. I do like it, and the track is definitely something else. I could definitely say that.
Like, it's so active, but you gotta like be on your A game with the hazards and stuff that
Absolutely.
are involved in this.
Speaking of hazards, I don't know if this particular racetrack you're going through will feature it, but the Volcano National Park. Depending
it
on
does.
depending on the direction, I think it's backwards. Fuck that part in particular because it's so easy to fall into the lava.
Oh yeah, no, I think it's when you're going backwards, and I don't think we're going backwards on this one.
Okay, yeah, we're going for. Going forward, it can still be tricky as well. But no, going backwards, it's if you're not careful with your jumps, you're gonna fall straight into the lava, and that can set you a ways back.
Yep.
Whoa,
No,
and
guys.
me.
Whoa.
And yeah, the other thing, really quick, hype, is that be careful because occasionally intergalactic police ships will fly by and do drive-by laser shots that will leave burning trails down the center of the map.
Well, good thing
Or
Stitch
they'll
throws
drop
them
boxes
lasers.
like what's going on there. Yep, that is his special.
They're leaving their space rubble all over the place. What jerks.
You know,
But
I
it's
gotta
got
say,
invisible
like,
right at the right time.
Oh, that reminds me. That fucking reminds me. I'm sorry. I need to talk about this.
Sorry.
After this, I think after this season, I think I can wholeheartedly say I fucking hate Jumbo Special so much.
like in terms of actually using it or being hit by it.
Being hit by it primarily.
It basically gives you a guaranteed unavoidable blue shell unless you have a shield or are invisible.
Oh.
At any moment, you can just have a blue shell, and you can get it back to back if you're lucky enough. But anyway, continue, hype.
I'm just saying, like, I know this is something you could say to a lot of tracks in this game, but this one in particular, I really like the visuals of it. Like, it looks, there's a lot of detail, but it's not to the point of being, like, you know, too distracting from the race itself. Honestly, in some ways, it kind of reminds me of how a lot of the tracks are, like, visually designed in Nitro Fueled.
Kinda, yeah.
I could see that. Let's see if I can do one more before we do our things. Not you, not you. Maybe it's under here. Badness.
I assume
coming
you
on.
already unlocked the other characters for this season.
Yes.
My name, Stitch.
So yeah, I mean, let's try Jumba. I may upgrade him.
Admittedly, I was actually talking about Minnie and Daisy, but this works too.
Oh, that's what you meant. Yes, I have unlocked them as well. But I'm just gonna dispel that right now. They're essentially clone. They're essentially, well, Daisy especially. They're just clones of their male counterparts.
To some degree, like Daisy is, weirdly enough, the only Mickey Mouse character that's considered a trickster type. And I mean, to that degree, that's that can be helpful in a pinch. But otherwise, yeah, her specials are damn near carbon copies of Donald's. No, I'd actually say in some ways that it's better than Donald because, especially charged up, she can just let out a whole lot of heat that'll stun other players.
That is fair.
Like it's actually not too dissimilar to like charging up your fire item.
That's fair. Minnie Mouse, however, leaves me a little confused because Minnie Mouse still leaves me like convinced there's supposed to be some sort of Team Sonic racing like component to this.
It feels like she was made with that in mind with her specials. Kind of not too dissimilar to how Mickey has also got his little special where if he leaves a trail that others can actually use as an advantage. But it's also a matter of like so far there hasn't been any sort of like special gimmick or extra mode where that does revolve around team play, which leads me to wonder if that's something they'll change with the next season or whatever.
We'll see.
And so far, they're like one of the only two characters I can really think of. Angel to a slight degree as well that do have specials that sort of help the other, and also Blue. I almost forgot about his specials.
I jumped too far. That one always trips me up. Also called it. They did have a remix of Hawaiian Roller Coaster Ride.
Yeah.
Although I am a bit bummed, it doesn't have vocals. I thought the vocals would have worked really well with it.
Yeah, I'm a bit bummed about that too.
Ah, well.
Otherwise,
Why did I do this? Why did I do that?
I was about to say, were you about to fucking blue show yourself?
It can work on yourself unless you're fat. Be careful.
I was legitimately asked about that. I was letting you guys talk about the competition.
Sorry.
No, you're
it is
fine. That
really
basically
funny.
confirmed my answer.
Here, let's try it again.
Can't catch me!
So it's like right where I'm at. Otherwise, we'll go. But anyway, Merry Christmas.
Froggy!
But yeah, I mean, otherwise, yeah, this is a very solid track. It may not be like as how to put it. It may not be as like dynamically movement as the Toy Story one is personally, but I love the visuals of it and the obstacles you can find.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Aside from all the space rubble, I'd say this track is relatively solid.
Yeah. Anyway, I prefer to be called Evil Genius.
Evil genius!
Mad scientist now in prison. Yeah. Anyway,
Don't worry, this all technically is not part of his exile.
let me get to Kauai, which I don't believe is a real place in Hawaii. I think it's just a play on the fact of the actual like real life island is spelled differently, but it's still Kauai.
I'll have to look into it later. But any losing.
Hang on, just really quick. We lost hype for a second.
Uh-oh. We're back.
12 seconds later.
Oh, okay. He had to hop off for a meeting, so I mean, at least he got some.
No worries.
At least he got some time to, check out the sights of Kauai before we head on to what really matters in this video.
Yep,
Yeah.
sorry. Alright, let's do a nice long one. No CPU.
Fuck 'em.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I have it set to 0 anyway.
Keep it super fast as always.
Alright, and by all means, pick your characters as you will. Don't forget to join in, Mecca. Oh, there you are. So I guess while we're setting that up, do either of you have your preferred Lilo and Stitch character?
I like. Oh, he is so fucking big.
Oh my god, yeah, no, he's literally he's just covering half of the screen there. You know what? Just to give her some time to shine, I'll pick Lilo.
All right, I'll try Gantu. I haven't done him yet, but continue.
Also, Mecha, be more faithful. Mikey was never part of Lilo and Stitch.
He could be.
He could have been.
He could have been.
Why can't we be vanished here?
They were released the same year.
Pick whoever you want. All right, you'll be him. Then I guess I'm gonna be Angel. Then here I go.
Okay.
Here I go.
All right, but now while I set this
So
up,
we got three aliens and Lilo.
Yep.
that'd be the thing. Yahoo! But yeah, do you guys have a How about you, Doug? Do you ever prefer of the characters?
I like Stitch, mostly at the moment
Same.
right now. This is the season I haven't barely played. I barely had time to even play the season. I've got my rounds of it, but not too many.
What have you
Oh
been up to?
shoot!
What have you been playing?
Yes.
Wow, that's fair. A lot of that's right. Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. You, Mister, have been in the middle of trying out your new Crash Team Rumble season. Or getting ready for it.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Or is it live now?
At the time of this, it's live.
Oh, all right.
I can definitely
So
say
how
it is
from what I've
not.
seen it.
It is not bad at the moment. My only critique is that I think the timer for the party mode should have been a little bit generous.
Oh, is it like do you get like upgrades for? Oh dang. Do you get upgrades for? Do you get upgrades for doing like how fast you can complete each of those like co-op challenges?
The faster you do it, the more time you'll have for later waves, because it is working on the wave system.
Oh,
But the more you fuck up,
gotcha.
you're not gonna get that much time.
Watch this.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to watch this.
Sweet. The Lilo and Stitch show is kind of middle. Actually, I never even. I had watched the pilot, like the DVD thing that came with it, introducing the whole.
Oh yeah, Stitch the movie.
I think so.
Yeah,
Jesus,
that was the one that
Stitch
gave
is
us
so
That was the one that gave us Sparky.
And the other thing I remember is that it came with its own DVD board game thing, like built in and stuff. I remember that as well. But I guess while that's happening, excuse me, was that I never watched the show itself. Again, it's one of those Saturday morning things I never had the time to actually watch.
Weird,
I never watched
funnily
the show.
enough, the TV show was actually my first major exposure to Lilo and Stitch. Like I was always
Really?
familiar with him, with the series thanks to the epic commercials for the first movie.
Yeah,
Or the trailers for the first movie. But other than
100%.
that, it's like I never saw the movie in full, and I don't think I even saw Stitch the movie by that point yet, even though I was aware of
Whoa,
that,
my
that thing's
God.
existence. I just remember watching. I just remember seeing that the show itself started on the Disney Channel, and that was pretty much my first major exposure to it.
Okay.
Okay.
And I mean, it's all good fun at the end of the day. It's really not too dissimilar in quality to like what you'd expect out of like most other like high quality Disney Channel animated series like Kim Possible or even some of the earlier stuff like DuckTales or Rescue Rangers. Just
For
to play
sure,
Lilo
for
and
sure.
Stitch and their whole gimmick of finding every single experiment that got launched all across Hawaii.
Whatever.
No, he
Oh
won!
dang, Stitch is upset.
Watch me.
Oh.
Ah well,
Yeah, no,
You do you.
it's all good. This track has a lot of little obstacles.
It
But
does.
while I guess that's doing, I know Doug started his thing. Started the whole part off with his thing. You like Lilo and Stitch.
I do love Lilo and Stitch. I think the first movie, aside from which one had Sparky in it again?
that was Stitch
Stitch
the movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was the second one, technically speaking.
Okay, the two movies are my only exposure to Lilo and Stitch. I've never seen the TV show.
Have you ever seen Stitch Has a Glitch, the third movie?
How did this happen?
I think.
Gosh dang it! It keeps doing it to me.
Yeah, we're doing it again, baby.
Only me.
Some things never change. At least Stitch is there.
I think I've seen a glimpse of it, but that was years ago. I can barely even remember what happened in it.
Okay. There we go.
I definitely would recommend giving it a shot because it's one of the it is definitely one of the few Disney sequels that actually is roughly around the same quality as the first movie, especially when it got it even got the approval of the creator of the whole thing.
So that's
Really?
cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice then.
What the heck? I'll be Minnie.
Yeah, go ahead, show it off. But because no, we finally got Minnie.
And
And I
Daisy.
finally got Daisy. They added them both, and the girls are back and all. Nord.
I'm just amazed that at the very least with Minnie, I'm surprised she wasn't already there from the get-go, considering, she's like one of the top faces of the brand.
Now, at this point now, I think all we're missing is just regular Pete.
As far as like, the major ones are concerned, regular Pete's all that's left. Although if we want to get technical, they totally could and should add in Max.
I'd be okay with that.
I agree.
And Scrooge McDuck.
Oh, and Scrooge. I can see Scrooge working.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my lord.
But yeah, otherwise, I mean, the game is still fun.
Come here.
No.
There is,
No.
if I can be honest, there is one thing I am a little nervous about, though, which, oh!
Wow. Did that really distract you
went-
that badly?
No, I just took that turn way too wide. Almost took that one not wide enough. Is that, I don't know, and I don't know if per our policy or not, if we're not going to cover this game anymore after this, but
I'd say
with
only if
this-
we absolutely feel if we really have a reason to. Like, if we really want to, say if we get a season that focuses on something we really, really, really want to show off. Like, say if they do a season based off of Fantasia.
Because one thing that does need to be noted is that with the mid-season update, I don't know if it's the mid-season update or the season itself. Gosh dang it, Mowgli is erased once again. Is this game did also bring with it, the start of
Microtransactions.
like legitimate, like now it is official. It is official. I don't know if the game has gone free to play yet,
Not yet. It
But-
will after the season's over, though.
but it
Like,
is legitimately.
basically,
now.
that's the primary reason we're doing this recording in the first place, because we're essentially giving it a farewell to its roots as a free early access game.
Yeah. So from here on out, I mean, again, the game runs just fine. No, go for it.
Zero to hero.
Again, I do still dig what this game has got going for it. I do enjoy the moment-to-moment gameplay, the voice actors that they got, all for it. But
Yeah, like, it's all still fine and good. It's just, again, the biggest issue with this game is just, I mean, depending on who you ask, it's primarily just all the grindy, free-to-play nonsense. That's, that was already, like, it's just your typical mobile grindy nonsense.
Right.
wells.
Which, it's why we sung such praises for the local play back when the whole thing started, because that was pretty much the closest this game had to subverting that. Like, every character was already there, and at a high enough level where every one of them could be viable. As opposed to, like, say if we were doing, like, the online mode, where, say if I decided to bring in my level 40 Mickey Mouse, and Logan came in with his level 10 or 11 Mini or whatever.
That could have been bad.
That would have been very bad, and in some ways sexist.
Oh God.
I mean, only if it was intentionally done. So it's not my fault that I genuinely like Belle and Jesse more as racers.
I mean, yeah, absolutely.
But yeah. So I mean, what do you guys think? Like, outside these recordings, do you see yourself playing this game that much? Like after this season?
Time to time, yeah.
Yeah, I'm still wondering on that myself. Like, I'm honestly wondering, like,
I
if...
don't know if that counted or not.
I don't know.
I do honestly wonder, like, once this next season comes out, like, how much more time I'm gonna put into this. Because, like, I've been pretty much on this game been on this game daily doing the usual, so it's like I am definitely sorry feeling this slight sense of burnout. Oh, look at that!
This is my first race.
Let me see what he got me. By 0.5 seconds. By 0.05 seconds. Yeah, it was like you were like you're like 20.22. I was like 20.727 something.
God damn.
Photo finish.
Yeah,
And I didn't have to pull out my tongue.
I think that's about as clear as anything we can get for now. So
Okay.
again, I'm just keeping an eye on this. I know I said I got more missions I can do. I know. I thank you. But again, in case don't take our word for it. There they are.
There it is.
Yeah, they are.
You gotta
All the
and look.
glory.
Costs real money.
Like we're talking. This reel shows a photorealistic Mickey Mouse, like a mouse. With a,
Eek, a mouse.
but yeah. So I mean, again, like we knew it was gonna happen eventually.
Yeah.
We get coins of that. But for now, I'll at least appreciate that. So far, the rewards I think are still fairly solid. Like I've gotten pretty much every single character either through regular coins or as a result of completing the season. So it hasn't been, as far as like again the local fun multiplayer and regulated multiplayer, it has not been that bad.
Yeah.
I have not had to spend a cent so far. I know for instance the Golden Pass is not going to be freebies anymore moving forward.
Which actually that does remind me, like I remember like when this season started, like I was expecting, like again, since this is technically still early access, they give us at least one more like freebie golden ticket sort of thing to immediately activate the Gold Pass. But not this time around. It expects you to pay all them tokens in order to actually get it, which thankfully isn't too expensive in the grand scheme of things. Just hope you've been saving them all.
Yeah.
I'll just grab this real quick. Why not? But
Yeah, why not? Get another shard for the crew member that's likely dead in his own timeline.
aww,
Or not dead. Not dead. He was arrested. He was arrested.
I was say, but hey, we got freaking Monsters at Work season 2 confirmed, so that'll be interesting to see.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how that. I still need to see season 1 myself.
Same, but
It's not bad from what I saw.
Okay. But yeah, so now that that's all been confirmed, I will keep an eye on this. Maybe there could be some changes. Who knows? Maybe in a beautiful world somewhere, maybe this will get its own Mega Man Drive offline version.
That'd be great.
But for now,
You know what else? You know what else would deserve the offline treatment? We give it about a year or so from now. Mario Kart Tour.
That is true. They did announce that they're going to officially be reaching the end of all new content for that game.
Honestly, by the time this releases, it'd likely be a week or so away before that's put in place.
That's true. Dang, my gosh. So, yeah, thank you guys again for joining us for our, for now, final round of Disney Speedstorm. This is still a very solid. I do want more of this. I grew up with Disney interactive games and like the Disney like with video games. I want more of this.
Same.
Just again, less predatory games, please. Let's get some nice, fun, like, I don't know, give me a re-release or a port up of frickin' Stitch's Escape or whatever that Experiment 626 the game.
Oh yeah, the Experiment 626. I mean, who knows? Maybe we might actually cover that game at some point or another.
I think it's fun. I think it's a solid game. But all right, Taz, take care, everybody. Have a good one.
Goodbye.
See you next time.